day, everybody. I've been waiting to debut this build for quite some time, since, well, late winter, early spring, whenever I finally received this frame from the last Rivendell run. This is the 2025 run of the Atlantis frames. I built it up originally with a full silver triple crank and chain ring setup and a what the heck are the bars? The billy bars that sweep way back. And I enjoyed the setup. I like the sweepy bars on my rivs, but I already have that on my platypus, so I decided to kind of do a little bit more bikepacking-esque trail touring setup on this. So I now have the widest wavy bar that Rivendell makes. It's very wide and it feels really great, super stable. And I also changed the chain ring setup to be a double. I can throw a triple on there if I want to, but it's a little unnecessary with the riding I've been doing lately, so check it out. I have a completely all silver setup on my platypus, so I decided to sort of incorporate a little bit of black along with silver and some gold accents on this. I think it turned out pretty nice, if I must say so myself. These are special XTR chain rings. I believe it's a weird little combo. It's a 38, 29, dadgum, I already forgot. Let's see here. I think it's a 38, 29 combo. Yeah, that's what it is. But I'm using the silver crank arms. Put some gold bolts in there. I think it looks pretty sweet. Still running an old but amazing XTR front derailleur, XTR rear derailleur. It's an 1132 XTR cassette. Got my Paul Mini Moto brakes on, black. The latest Atlantis frame set has a pump peg on the seat stay, which is really nice. It keeps it out of the way and really snug. Just have a little Velcro strap in there for safety measures. Got a Brooks B17 with titanium rails saddle. And this bike has its own Sackville banana sack. I love those bags. They're so nice. They have the right size to carry everything you need, but still keep it pretty minimalistic, in my opinion. So these tires are really what I built this whole darn bike around, and I really like them. These are the Rene Herse Fleecer Ridge with the endurance casing. It's a 2.2 tire. On these Simworks Standalone rims. They come out really wide. And man, they're so plush. In my climate and where I'm riding and the stuff I'm riding, I've learned to really prefer this endurance casing. It holds air really well. It gets cold in the night and hot in the day here, so the multiple changes in pressure really wreak havoc on a lighter casing. And I'm always having to set up a new tire sealant and having to add air every time I ride, and it's just a total pain in the butt. So I've pretty much, with the exception of one bike that I've still got an Ultra Dynamico race casing on, I've got a heavy endurance or Robusto casing on every one of my bikes. In fact, I think I'm going to change over the last one this weekend since it's starting to get cold in the nights. Currently got a lightless Sun Dynamo hub. It's only lightless because this super sweet Nitto basket rack I'm running has this really nice light mount on the front, but it needs a undermounted light, so I've got one coming here eventually. Ended up doing a black basket. I think it's nice. Just a little black accents. Paul Love levers in the pewter color. Simworks Nissan cable housing. This is the clear. It's really sweet. I think it's my favorite of all the Nissan cables. It's got some color and texture to it without being too standoutish. That cream paint and Atlantis head tube badge is so cool. These are the wavy bars that I told you about. They are wide and they're awesome. They really feel great whenever you're riding some chunky stuff or single track or anything that gets a little gnarly. I'm very grateful for the wide bars and the 2.2 tires and some of the stuff I've been finding myself riding. Well, that's it. This is a size 59 frame, which I have to say I'm a little shocked. I worked with the folks at Rivendell. Will helped me out a lot with finding the right size on this. I'll warn you, if you're looking into them, I mean, don't hesitate, get one, but really pay attention to what size you get, because they are enormous. I usually ride a 61 frame in all the rivs, and this one is a 59, and it feels like it's my biggest of all my rivs too. So glad I went with this one, because man, the 61 would have been, well, I think it's a 62 actually, it would have been totally enormous and too big. This is the Nitto for blue lug power stem. It's got a nice rise to it, but these wide bars really need a 4-bolt stem to hold them in place, and man, this is just rock solid. Well, there it is. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.